Nobody's history in this country begins at 1788. It begins 65,000 years ago, and who knows, it may even be older.
Australian historians have tended to look at the last 200 years since the arrival of Captain Cook. But there's no real reason why we should do that.
What we gain as an Australian community is a fuller picture of Australian history, which is incredibly important.
We've made really important contributions to this country. In fact, this country is what it is today because we've made so much of it. I think that these are stories that really need to be told.
Within education, have not actually told a broader, truer, more representative and inclusive Australian history.
We've established an Indigenous advisory group called the Indigenous Working Party, and that's entirely made up of Aboriginal and Islander academics from around Australia.
Historically speaking, there's been very little contribution into the ADB of Indigenous histories or Indigenous peoples.
If the ADB doesn't have this Indigenous history within it as well, it's actually robbing the whole of Australia of, I guess, an essential way of looking at its own identities.
For Aboriginal communities, it's very much about paying our respect to people who've walked before us and gone before us.
So that's what the ADB does. It helps people understand their own identities and build their identities into the future.